The movie begins with the story of Popeye's birth. His mother endures unbearable pain during labor, and when he is finally born, the doctors are shocked to see that he doesn't look like a normal baby. Despite their fear, his parents choose to love him, but as he grows, it becomes clear he is different. Other kids constantly bully him, except for one girl who always stands up for him. One day, when a boy tries to hurt her, Popeye loses control. He grabs the boy and strangles him so hard that his eyes pop out. Horrified by what their son has done, his parents lock him in the basement. He isn't completely alone, though. A mysterious friend starts slipping notes to him through a small opening in the wall. When the townspeople find out the truth, they become furious. An angry mob storms Popeye's house, throwing Molotov cocktails. The fire spreads quickly, killing his parents. Trapped in the basement, Popeye turns to his secret friend for help. The reply is simple: run. He escapes, but the mob chases him to the lake. As his heavy body sinks into the water, they assume the nightmare is over. The story then moves forward to 15 years later, when 3 YouTubers, Cherry, Mia, and Alan, visit the abandoned site to film a documentary about Popeye's legend. Mia notices something moving in the water, but before she can react, Cherry scares her as a joke. Alan quickly steps in, telling them to stop messing around since it's private property. He insists they finish filming quickly and leave. Mia turns on the camera, and they begin discussing Popeye's legend, claiming he appears in the fog and vanishes. While filming, Mia spots someone watching them. When she tells the others, they dismiss it as her imagination. Alan suggests they explore Popeye's house and record everything. When they reach the house, Mia, scared, refuses to go inside. Cherry insists she must, but Alan lets her stay outside and tells her to call if anything seems wrong. He and Cherry enter to investigate. Inside, Cherry jokes around and suggests they get intimate on camera. Meanwhile, alone in the forest, Mia hears a strange voice calling her name. Terrified, she looks around, unaware that Popeye is behind her. Suddenly, he attacks, knocking her to the ground. Before she can react, he stomps on her head, killing her instantly. Inside the house, Cherry and Alan are unaware of what just happened. Popeye soon finds Cherry and brutally tears her mouth apart. Alan, witnessing the horror, tries to escape but is caught. He fights back, hitting Popeye with a hammer, but it does nothing. With his monstrous strength, Popeye crushes Alan's skull with his bare hands, his eyes popping out just like Popeye's first victim. As Popeye kills his victims, a letter appears in the old basement. It's addressed to him with just 2 chilling words: "Welcome back." His childhood friend is still out there, waiting for him, and this nightmare is far from over. In the following scene, we meet Tara, a teenage girl living with her mother, Laura, and stepfather, George. One evening, Laura and George discuss selling a house. George agrees, mentioning that Tara's history teacher recently passed away, and the property was transferred to Laura's name. He urges her to sell it quickly, warning that anyone who owns Popeye's house meets a gruesome fate. Just then, Tara walks in, and they ask where she's going. She tells them she's heading out with friends, but doesn't mention that their destination is Popeye's house. Since the house now belongs to her mother, she has the keys. Outside, her boyfriend, Dylan, and best friend, Donna, are chatting. Dylan confesses that he loves Tara, and Donna reassures him that she feels the same. When Tara joins them, they set off to meet the rest of their friends. Meanwhile, Donna's boyfriend, Nick, is secretly making out with a girl named Sky, revealing he's cheating. Their friend, Beanie, catches them in the act, but before any drama unfolds, the group regroups and heads out. Another friend, Kathy, joins them as well. She asks Tara where they're headed. When Tara says they're going to Popeye's house, they're stunned, reminding her it burned down years ago. She explains that it was rebuilt and assures them it's safe. As they make their way through the forest, a man suddenly stumbles onto the road and collapses in front of their car. Dylan and Tara rush out to help, but he insists he's fine. When he learns they're heading to Popeye's house, he panics and warns them to turn back, or they'll all die. Brushing him off as a crazy old man, they continue their journey. Upon arriving at the cabin, the creepy silence unsettles them. Suddenly, a scream echoes through the woods. Rushing toward the sound, they find Kathy, who had only screamed in excitement after discovering a hot tub. Kathy looks at her phone and notices there's no signal. Tara reassures her, explaining that the signal comes and goes often. Meanwhile, Popeye watches them from the lake. He has returned for revenge, and soon we will discover the terrifying truth. Later, Tara checks her laptop and realizes there's an internet connection. She looks up the weather and sees that heavy fog will cover the area for a week, meaning they won't be able to leave. Dylan tells her not to worry and says they should just enjoy the trip. That night, the man from earlier is fishing by the lake when he hears rustling in the woods. As he turns around, Popeye strikes from behind, strangling him to death. Back at the cabin, the friends party, unaware of the horror creeping closer. Tara suggests they start fixing up the house that night, but everyone is too tired and agrees to do it in the morning. Meanwhile, at Laura and George's house, Laura's friend Jane, who is also Dylan's mother, arrives with a newspaper article about several bodies found near Popeye's house. Realizing their kids are there, Laura and Jane grow increasingly worried. At the cabin, Beanie flirts with Kathy, who isn't interested, until he offers her wine. Just then, there's a knock at the door. A strange girl steps inside, warning them that Popeye has returned and will kill them all. The group thinks she's crazy, and she runs off. Tara chases after her, desperate for answers. The girl suddenly stops, looks directly at her, and says in a chilling voice that Popeye has come back for her. Before she can react, the girl disappears into the darkness, leaving an unsettling silence behind. Meanwhile, Nick tries to get close to Donna, but she isn't in the mood. Meanwhile, Laura desperately tries to call Tara to warn her, but there's no signal, and her messages remain undelivered. Inside their room, Tara and Dylan have a heartfelt conversation. Dylan shares that he got accepted into university and will be leaving the city soon. He asks Tara to come with him, but she refuses, saying she can't leave her parents behind. Elsewhere, Nick and Skye are in the bathtub together. Skye confesses her love for him and urges him to break up with Donna, but Nick refuses, insisting that he loves Donna and plans to marry her. And realizing she was just being used, Skye feels hurt and threatens to tell Donna everything. Nick coldly tells her to do whatever she wants and walks away. Skye quickly sends a message to Donna, but because of the poor signal, it doesn't go through. Suddenly, Popeye appears behind her. Before she can react, he grabs her and forcefully drowns her in the water. At that moment, the same mysterious girl walks up to Popeye. She is revealed to be his biological sister, the one who secretly slipped letters to him through the basement. She tells Popeye that their parents locked her away just like they did to him. Now, she assures him, they will finish what they started and destroy everyone together. The next morning, the group notices that Skye is missing. Nick lies, saying he saw her leave, so there's no need to worry. Meanwhile, Beanie finally gathers the courage to ask Kathy out, confidently telling her they would make a great couple together. However, Kathy, clearly uninterested, gently rejects him. Hurt, Beanie wanders into the forest, where he hears strange noises. Near the lake, he comes across an old abandoned boat and decides to climb aboard. Everything seems quiet, until Popeye suddenly rises from the water, grabs Beanie, and brutally tears his head off. That night, as the friends enjoy themselves, Donna takes photos of the group. Suddenly, her phone gets a signal, and Skye's message finally sends. When she reads it, she realizes Nick cheated on her. Furious, she storms off and Nick follows, trying to explain. Meanwhile, Jane urges Laura to leave with her, revealing that their kids are in danger at the cabin. They need to go immediately to save them. Back at the cabin, Donna confronts Nick, who admits his mistake and begs for forgiveness, insisting he still loves her and wants to marry her. But Donna refuses and walks away, heartbroken. Frustrated, Nick punches a wall, injuring his hand. That's when he notices something disturbing, a container filled with eyeballs. Before he can react, Popeye attacks. Nick tries to fight back, but Popeye easily overpowers him, breaks his hand, and shoves his face onto a wooden spike, killing him instantly. Meanwhile, Donna, still crying, starts to reconsider. But when she returns to the cabin and finds Nick's lifeless body, she is horrified. Before she can process what happened, Popeye appears, sending her into a panic. She runs away, screaming. Hearing her cries, the group rushes into the forest to find her. Tara quickly suggests they stick together, but little do they know, something far more terrifying is waiting for them in the woods. While searching the cabin, Tara stumbles upon an old photograph. To her shock, she recognizes her mother among the students in the picture. She shows it to Dylan, who realizes that his mother was also a teacher at that school. They start to suspect that everything happening is connected to their parents. Meanwhile, Donna is still running when she suddenly gets caught in a net. Before she can escape, Popeye arrives in a vehicle and runs her over, killing her instantly. Hearing the commotion, Dylan, Tara, and Kathy rush to the scene and are horrified by what they see. They immediately try to flee, but Kathy trips and falls. Just as Popeye is about to kill her, the sound of an approaching car makes him stop. Jane, George, and Laura have arrived to save them. But before they can react, Popeye grabs Jane and kills her brutally. Terrified, George and Laura run for their lives. They find Dylan and Tara and break the heartbreaking news that Dylan's mother is dead. Meanwhile, Kathy reaches the car and starts it, but Popeye flips the vehicle over. Fuel begins to leak, and within seconds, a spark ignites a massive explosion, killing Kathy instantly. Back inside the cabin, Tara demands to know the truth. Laura finally confesses. 15 years ago, Popeye was born in this very town, and they used to live here. He was constantly bullied by other kids, except for one girl who always defended him. That girl was Tara. The flashback of Popeye being saved in the beginning was Tara protecting him as a child. But when Popeye killed another child, an angry mob attacked his house and killed his parents. Though everyone believed he died, he survived. And now he has returned for revenge. Laura admits that she always feared this day and wanted Tara to stay far away from the house. Just then, Popeye's sister appears and stabs George, killing him instantly. She then tells Tara that Popeye is obsessed with her and will eliminate everyone else, including her mother, whom she stabs, leaving her gravely injured. Desperate, Tara grabs a bottle of kerosene and pours it over Popeye's sister before setting her on fire. Seeing this, Popeye loses control and grabs Laura, choking her to death. Tara, heartbroken and furious over her mother's death, is filled with rage. Just as Popeye turns his attention to Dylan, Tara jumps into a car and slams into him, apparently killing him. She and Dylan manage to escape. The next morning, they reach the lake, relieved to have survived. But just as they think it's finally over, Popeye suddenly appears and grabs Tara, dragging her away. And that's the end of this recap. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more recaps. Thanks for watching.